Hi, Virgos. This is a love energy check in for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So let's go ahead and see what messages the universe has for you for the month of July as of right now. So the first card that came out for you, Virgo, is Timestamp. This card is all about divine timing, and it's telling you that your love journey can't be rushed. It's also reminding you that what's meant for you won't pass you by. And even though the wait is hard, I know it's a part of the process. You also got bandages. I feel like a lot of you have been healing. And you know what? You've patched yourself up after heartbreak and disappointments. And it's been a tender process. And this isn't just about past pain, though. It's about how you're learning to love yourself more gently. And as a reminder, Virgo, you're not broken, you're becoming. And what I mean by that is every scar that you've gotten from heartbreak or all the disappointments you've had is for a reason, even though it's hard. This isn't the end of your love journey. And you also got magical moments. And I love this for you because despite what you've gone through, not all love stories are pain and patterns. And what I mean by that is that may have been what you went through in the past, but something beautiful and divine is coming down the line for you because that's all that pain and all those patterns you've dealt with in your love life. You're not meant for that. You're meant for better. And right now, Virgo, you're entering a chapter where love can feel playful. It can feel real, you know? And I know a lot of you have lost hope in love, but it won't be perfect, the love that I see coming for you, but there will be moments that is going to make the wait worth it. You know what I mean? Because I know you've been through a lot and I know it hasn't been fun. Um, let's get into the tarot portion because I see good messages coming. Sorry, I'm already excited for the tarot part. But yeah, the wait, Virgo, is going to be worth it because I do see love coming in. So the first card that came out is the Hermit. You also got the Knight of Cups, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. So, Virgo, right now, because you know this is your energy, Hermit energy, and I don't mean that in a bad way, it means you're very introspective. I see that with this, Spirit is telling you to slow down and get quiet with yourself. I feel like before you jump into anything like a new connection, or even if you're revisiting an old one, you should take a little solo time to figure out what you really want from love. It's okay to put the world on pause, to focus on yourself and listen to your heart because I know a lot of times you guys don't choose yourself because you take care of those around you, but sometimes that's when the answers come to you. Sometimes after you do some deep introspection and reflection is when you can really work through situations mentally and emotionally. But I feel like a lot of you are already doing this. You've been introspective, or you've even been isolating yourself lately from people, and that's not a bad thing either. You also got the Knight of Cups. So, just a little heads up, y'all. I feel like I said, a romantic vibe might be heading your way soon if it hasn't already. I'm getting water energy from some of you, so that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this person could be someone who's a bit of a dreamer. And what I mean by that is, sorry, I got tongue tied. This person, they're going to be charming and they're going to know how to have you thinking about them when they're not around. And that's dangerous because a lot of you, sometimes you can be in your head. And so that's how you really, really know if you like somebody, if you're constantly thinking about them. And so just be on the lookout if you happen to encounter a water sign and they seem very, very charming. But like I said, this could be someone on the way if they haven't entered your orbit just yet. So either way, keep your eyes and heart open, but also trust that gut feeling you have about people because it's usually right. And then you also got the Ace of Pentacles. So, like I said, I see new love on the horizon for some of you. As some of you, you've already had options coming your way. Um, like you currently already have these options, but nevertheless, I see something real, someone you can actually depend on. And you know what? It might feel new and exciting, but it's also stable. Like it's the start of something that lasts. But just make sure that it feels right, because your intuition, it definitely guides you, especially because you've been disappointed in the past. You also got the Two of Swords, the Empress, as well as the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so with this, I know decisions, especially about love, can feel like the worst kind of mental tug of war. So, when you're making decisions in your love life, it can really weigh on you guys mentally. I see that. And some of you might even be stuck right now, or you're torn between what if and maybe not with making decisions about your options. That's totally normal. But just remember, you don't have to rush anything. Like when you're ready, trust that feeling, because you'll know when you're ready to take a step with somebody. And then you also got the Empress. Ooh, Virgo, I see you glowing in this next season. Especially during Virgo season, because that's coming up in the next month or so. So this card says your love life is shifting. And what I mean by that is a lot of you will be experiencing a connection where you truly feel seen, and not only seen, but you feel cared for and safe enough to just be yourself. And a lot of you haven't felt that way in a long, long time. I feel bad that this card popped up, the Five of Pentacles, because a lot of you have been feeling lonely lately, or feeling like you're on the sidelines when it comes to love. For some of you, that's because a connection you were dealing with before left you emotionally confused. And it was because of that person's silence or their lack of effort or communication. But the rest of you have just been feeling lonely, especially with this Two of Swords and Five of Pentacles energy. Um, and if not lonely, you've been feeling like you haven't been loved or handled properly in the past by someone. Maybe old wounds are even flaring up. Or you're wondering why love seems so hard right now. And you know what? Your feelings are valid, but they're not forever, because I definitely see better times ahead for you, and it's closer than you think. So the next card you got is the Magician. So I see a Gemini coming in for some of you if you're not dealing with them already. You also got the Page of Swords. So it could be younger air too. And then the Ten of Cups. So yeah, like I said, better times ahead, Virgo, better times ahead. So with this Magician card, it's confirming that you've got everything you need right now to create the love life that you want. So what I mean is your energy, Virgo, is calling in the right person. Even though you're feeling low right now, your energy will call in the right person, because I already see this manifesting for you. For some of you, like I said, I see a Gemini or someone with Gemini placements coming in. Um, and you know what? The great thing about Virgos and Geminis is that you guys, even if other things are rocky in the relationship, communication will not be one of those things. So you also got the Page of Swords. Yes, I definitely see air placements in your orbit. That could be, like I said, a Gemini, an Aquarius, or Libra. But nevertheless, I feel like you got mixed messages from whomever you were dealing with in the past, or you felt like you needed more clarity from someone. Just know it's smart to ask questions and get clarity, but don't get caught up in the overthinking, because I see a lot of you in your head about someone you're overthinking. And you know what? That person that you're thinking about, they could still be watching you on social media, or just even looking at old photos. So you also got the Ten of Cups. The universe wants you to keep this type of relationship in mind. And what I mean by this type of relationship is emotional fulfillment, like that happy love story. Like when you see people during the holidays who aren't married, by the way, they don't have to be married. You might see them taking pajama pictures together, them having a date night. This is what the universe wants you to keep in mind, because you know what? You deserve that deep emotional happiness, Virgo. And this is your reminder to not settle for crumbs because you deserve a meal. You also got the Seven of Wands. You got the Queen of Cups, as well as the Star card. Yes, yes. So, this Seven of Wands energy, this is telling you to make sure you protect your peace, Virgo. Don't allow anybody, and I mean anybody, to shake your confidence or question yourself. If a past connection didn't work out, don't blame yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and I know that's hard, but don't blame yourself. Don't question what you didn't do. Just make sure you stand your ground. You know what I mean? And then you also got the Queen of Cups. So right now, you guys are working, you guys are feeling all the feels, but you're working through those feelings too. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but this queen of cups is reminding you to be gentle with yourself as well as others, because I feel like a lot of you're gaining emotional wisdom from connections that didn't work out before. It's taught you a lot, and you can use that to navigate your future connections, but make sure you continue to have compassion for yourself as well as others too. And then you also got the Star card. So this is telling you that no matter what's happened in the past, like I said, I see brighter days are coming for you for your love life. So keep your heart open, because I see a love that's actually fulfilling on your path for sure. Definitely, Virgo. So, Virgo, right now, I feel like you're in a space of deep reflection and real emotional power. Like I said, there may be some tricky decisions and moments of loneliness, but the universe is lining up fresh starts and big love for you. So, trust yourself, be patient, and don't lose sight of the connection is waiting for you, because it's going to be way better. So, Virgos, this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you want something just for you, my booking info is in the description box. Thanks. Bye.